Hello and welcome to another episode of Visions of Mana. I'm bringing Stabity, the stabbiest stabby that ever stabbied, and I have just made a huge realization of a mistake that I've been making earlier. So I've been using I've been using Jupiter as the planet for wind, since it's the one closely associated with it. But I realized I should have been using Uranus, because Jupiter is also associated with tree or wood element in the Chinese elemental zodiac and whatever. So my apologies. Uranus pisses me off. I don't really give a crap about Uranus. So, with apologies to all the wind elementals that were given Jupiter instead of Uranus, we'll fix that. You're pronouncing it Uranus. Uranus. I pronounce it in multiple ways. Uranus and Uranus are both correct pronunciations, and you can't avoid one or the other. You either get the anus or you get the urine. You can't get out of that. So anyway, with imagine all the times that I said Jupiter is being Uranus. But yes, the urine is why you said pisses. Anyways. Anyway, the first time for real, let's go. The other pronunciation is just an asshole. Anyways. Alright, the weapon will be an umbrella, and the class strike is Reincarnation. Interesting. Ooh, and the parasol is a crushing weapon as opposed to a slashing weapon. Alright, let's do it. Jupiter power, make up! Oh, it's a mushroom parasol!
Whoa, what's this new power?
You're a sage! You're a sage, Julei. Alright, let's take a peek at your elemental plot. Alright, with the power of wind. Oh, that's why. Because there we are. A class that uses its wood affinity to teach foolhardy enemies a lesson. They use their parasols in aerial combat and have abilities that can poison opponents. Okay. Press and hold X to attack by floating upwards with your parasol. Interesting. Magic. A poison bubble shoots out a venomous bubble that has a chance of poisoning an enemy.
The elements are all around us.
Increases the HP recovery of the entire party's healing moves by 20%. Nice!
I'm starting to twig it.
Resuscitate recovers 10% HP every 5 seconds during battle for up to 30% of max HP. Nice!
The elements are all around us.
He's starting to twig it! Alright, and let's expand the plot. Use Wood Sprite Tonic to expand Julei's plot. Yes! Expanded the plot. Unleash the power of the wood spirits. Once your mana gauge is full, it turns the battle arena into a space with healing properties. Yes! Revivify. Use the power of wood to revive a fainted ally. Absolutely!
All around us.
Super important. Restores 90% more HP when reviving a fallen ally. Yes! Okay. You are a good one. Cool. All right, we get to have fun with Julei.
Watch out!
Whoa!
Watch out! Watch out!
Boom! Cool. All right, Stardust Herbs.
You're mine.
Gold Clover. What we got up there? Nothing there. something's over there. We'll take a peek in a moment. Ah! Fire! What's the syrup for? So the syrup is for...
Wow, this place is beautiful.
The way the sun shines upon the verdure looks just like a scene from a fanciful fairy tale.
I assume every convoy before us has also marveled at this view.
The entrance to the sanctuary is up ahead. Nearly there, folks.
Where could Eoren be? Hinna, I'm coming.
I'm gonna come. Don't come! Okay. So yes, the syrup is used in exchange. There's a exchange saw. You never saw... Sorry, never saw what? But yeah, grizzly syrup is used just as exchange currency. You use it in a special shop with the Badu bears or whatever they were called. Abilities. What was the syrup used for? Yep. Moves. May as well use the poison bubble. We don't need that. That can stay in the shortcuts. And revive a fire. How nice. 18 MP to revive a fallen ally. Well, those ones are immune to, There we are. And we'll target that tadpole.
Huh?
We ask for your assistance.
Oh, and also...
Dryad Sprig.
Oh yeah. Those ones are immune. So annoying.
One rival remains.
Do we have anything here? Throwing knife. Why not?
Filthy.
You're not immune to throwing knives?
Not so fast. More. That's what you get for underestimating
Hey!
me. Let's gather some more.
More stuff here. Gold clover. Very nice.
Give us something good.
Change form. When equipped, releases a bewildering ball of magic that has a chance of something. Alright. Can't get up there. But we do have an item over here to grab. Boom. Gold clover. Nice, nice. Let's continue on to the next area. Yeah. We'll definitely have to come back here and grab all the stuff that we're missing in the swamp. But it was really annoying with how, Palomina was just getting herself killed by walking into the poison swamp.
We're here. This
We are.
is the entrance to the Sanctuary of Mana itself.
Finally! I'm a bundle of nerves. Excited, anxious, the works. But
Roll.
I guess the mana tree is gonna have to wait. First, we need to get Hinna's corestone.
The tree
Exactly.
is all the way inside the sanctuary past the gateway, safely tucked away from trespassers and mischief makers.
Eoren is likely to be loitering in this location.
This is our last mission before we reach our journey's end.
You said something about a sword being kept here, right?
I sure did. Wanna see? It's stuck in a huge rock. You can't miss it.
Ooh. A sword and a stone? How Arthurian. Alright. Let's hop to it. Which, I think we might only have random gold items.
You're mine.
Finally, we've arrived in the domain of the mana goddess and tree.
The sword sticking out of that rock is the legendary mana sword?
Eoren could be lying in wait. We would do well to search the area for visitors.
Alright, let's go. Julei, take us there.
Watch out! Whoop.
With a strong attack. Is that him? How'd he get
Is
here?
that-
Yep, that's the one and only mana sword. Oh, and a visitor.
Eoren?
Eoren, how'd you get here?
Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the mana sword.
That's why you're here? The sword?
That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform
He
with
got
this
here
power?
via plot.
I can save Liza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the Alm's sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us.
A noble ambition,
Saying you
honestly.
sacrificed Hinna's life in order to save Liza? We trusted you, Eoren. Both of us did. And you betrayed us!
As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the Alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hinna then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world.
Oof.
You can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret.
Sorry, but I think Eoren might be right about this.
Oh no!
And other alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Don't listen to
you
him.
can't-
Even though
Even
he's
so.
telling the truth, he's clearly the bad
Even
guy.
so, the alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hinna was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the mana sword without Hinna's corestone.
Regardless, this should not be your call. It is pitifully presumptuous of you to assume you know the wishes of all alms, past and present.
My Sproutling friends entrusted me with this duty, and I mean to see it through. You don't speak for me, mister.
Thanks, everyone. As long as I have friends on this journey who need me, I'll continue to serve them as the Soul Guard. Even if we end our pilgrimage at the Mana Tree, I'm in charge of my own destiny. Hinna is my responsibility. You have to return her corestone now, Eoren.
You can't stop this. Without a corestone, I can't pry the mana sword from this rock. I have to bring back the world of Fadiel for Liza. No. For all of us who don't want to lose the people we hold dear. In the past, there were no alms to sacrifice. Mortals, spirits, Benevodon monsters, even the goddess herself, all lived in the different realms that made up Fadiel. But years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That mangled world was called Kidiel. It's the world that you and I know today. With the power of the Mana Sword, we can return Kidiel to the Fadiel it once was. Split it into a world that doesn't need to have soul offerings. The Mana Sword is right in front of us. They say that only the Chosen One can wield it. If that's the case, then that's just what I'll be. Even if it means betraying my friends, my village, I will have the sword!
If you pull out the sword, you'll be the King of England. Or the King of all Britain.
Eoren, what are you doing with Hinna's corestone?
Rumble.
No, Hinna!
Uh-oh. Was ist das?
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Stop it! Hinna!
No!
Earth shall be first.
Earth? Give me that sword! I earned it!
Eoren! Return Hinna's
Casually
corestone
bumped him
now!
away.
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Daelophos? After all this time?
My. Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
He can't have
Oh,
Hinna's
shoot!
corestone. I won't let him!
I never saw myself battling against the hero Daelophos
No.
in this lifetime. Do you think that went well?
I will ruin you!
Someone's naughty! Huh?
Reincarnation!
Down we go! Up, and away!
Well, you did something at least.
I will ruin you!
If we cannot attack him, we must avoid the strike at all costs.
I will ruin you!
Yeah, sleep flower. And a poison bubble, why not? Oh, Mina, you can heal up a little bit.
Use elemental damage to debilitate him. Okay! Gotcha! Hook one. Hey, Val.
I don't know if we can defeat this guy.
I won't let him win. I can't! This cow is done.
Hook, line, and sinker.
God!
You will pay.
Power's dwindled.
Watch out!
Taste my wrath.
Hook, line, and sinker. Now!
I think we'll use the vessel.
Some much needed healing. Whoa!
I can still fight.
Gone! Be gone!
Okay, halfway, not bad. Okay, well,
He's far too powerful!
There's no way we can win this.
we got him down to
Our
half
advances
health.
will
Come
be
on.
futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally.
Is he glowing with his own power? With Hinna's corestone? What's going on?
Trent, you're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the overseer of the sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw arms.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hinna! I have to get her corestone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.
Poor Val. Poor Val. Finally, chapter 4 complete. It's been so long.
Curse it all. Now Hinna's corestone is...
How did a man like that get trapped outside the sanctuary?
For Wheeler Woe, he knows not our whereabouts.
Trent's probably keeping him plenty busy.
First things first, who is Trent? For that matter, who is Daelophos?
Golly, you don't know anything, do you? I'm not a historian, but I'll summarize what I can.
Please do. Oh no, in the form of a song!
Trent is one of the goddess's emissaries. He watches over the entrance to the sanctuary to keep the people who aren't supposed to be in there out. I guess you could call him a neutral overseer. His job is to protect the goddess, but he's not exactly one to stick his leaves into the business of the alms who come his way. We're lucky we got him in a good mood, or we'd be goners. As for the gentleman who is sealed away in the rock, his name is Daelophos. Long ago he tried, and failed to overthrow the mana goddess herself.
Inconceivable!
Inconceivable!
Unfortunately, it looks like that long nap didn't change his mind about revenge either.
Overthrow the goddess? But why would he do that?
Don't ask me. We weren't friends or anything.
Because she's not a legitimate goddess.
When Daelophos was defeated the first time, his powers splintered, scattering all across the mortal realm. Lost to time and memory.
You're saying that the form we just fought wasn't even close to his true strength?
No, we got rid of half his
Just-
HP.
If you ask me, Daelophos is gonna need to find the rest of his fragmented power before he does anything else.
This complicates our current mission considerably.
It does.
Given your age, I am fascinated by the breadth of your familiarity with history, Julei. I love to learn myself, but I have not heard half the stories you have related to us.
My age? Oh, right. I keep forgetting how little you know about spirit folk. Sproutlings have a very, very long lifespan. That guy from before, Eoren, was it? He mentioned something about Ki and Fadiel, right? When I first sprouted, the world was called Fadiel. I know what I say sometimes sounds like ancient folklore, but it really was the world I grew up in.
You mean to tell me you're actually an old man?
Huh. The fact that I'm older than I look is your takeaway from all that?
I'm only 17. Should I be, I don't know, more respectful? Sir?
Nah, there's no need to get stuffy on me now, sonny. More importantly, we gotta do something about Daelophos. And soon. The places where his divided power is being kept are the exact same ones where the Benevodons are locked away.
Uh-oh.
Benevodons?
Yup. Daelophos will have to release the seals to take back his power, which, lucky us, means the monsters can break loose.
That's no good.
There must be some mistake. I have read the old texts, and the Benevodons were felled by the legendary sword of the ancient hero Daelophos. The goddess bequeathed her blade to her champion to aid him in his adventure. It is an epic tale passed down through the generations in prose and performance alike.
Golly, they made plays? Mortals sure do like to talk about things they don't understand.
Then, do you think the story's gotten warped over the years?
Well, it is true that Daelophos was sent to destroy the Benevodons.
So wait, what's the problem?
If both Palomina and Julei's accounts are to be believed,
Oh, what
then
fools those
Daelophos
mortals
must be planning to
yes.
revive his once defeated foes, using those great monsters to visit his wrath upon the mana goddess.
If he's as stubborn as I remember, that's exactly what Daelophos wants. Resurrecting the Benevodons will throw the whole world out of whack. Even completing our pilgrimage wouldn't be enough to balance things out.
But getting Hinna's corestone from Eoren is one thing. How are we supposed to take it from an ancient hero?
Right now, we're the only ones who know that Daelophos is back. There's no one else we can turn to.
So you do intend to go after him?
I don't care if he's some legendary champion. He still took Hinna's corestone, and I won't let him get away with it.
I'll go with you. It's way too late to turn back now anyway. Plus, I don't think my friends back in the burrow would want me to abandon the rest of the alms to go to the mana tree on my own.
It was never my intention to stay behind. The more of us stand against the enemy, the easier the fight will be. You'll need backup.
As a former dignitary, I cannot condone an individual such as Daelophos destroying any domain, no matter how diminutive.
Daelophos got the drop on us last time. Without the element of surprise, we can take him. And Hinna's corestone, for that matter.
Now that that's settled, what's next?
Let's not go back to the sanctuary yet. I think that tree guy might be mad at us for the mess we left behind.
Yeah.
Daelophos said something about Earth after he woke up, right? Do you think he meant Guju?
Possibly.
Well, yeah. The Benevodons are sealed away near where each alm is chosen for the pilgrimage, of course.
But Liza and Watts are still in the area. We have to get back to Guju.
All right. We have our next quest.
I'm worried for Liza's safety. And Watts too, for that matter. We gotta hurry. But first things first. We gotta make sure we're battle ready. I'm not letting Daelophos make off with Hinna's corestone again.
Very smart of you. The pilgrimage this year is rather different than usual. I mean, you haven't even been joined by the alms of light and darkness yet. The pilgrimage to the Tree of Mana is by no means an easy journey. But when the entire world balance rests upon its completion, the hardships surely pale in comparison to the alternative.
Hey there.
I can hear the elemental spirits giggling with joy now. It's thanks to the alms and the soul guard.
Hey!
Someone climbed the jack tree after y'all did. The guards tried to stop them, but they were just too fast.
Okay.
I want to draw a picture of the jack tree and the alms, so I'll always remember your visit. Recently, my dad's been craving this kind of mushroom broth he used to love when he was younger. The recipe uses mushgloom stems, but you can only get them from a monster called a mushgloom. Apparently, these mushglooms are only found in the Milos backwoods. Talk about hard to get. There's no way I can go to such a dangerous place by myself and expect to come back alive. You're the soul guard, right? Could you take the stems off of those mushglooms for me? Side quest accepted! Alright, let's, teleport to the eastern seaboard. And grab the side quest somewhere over here. And no need to summon Vuskav yet. Yeah, this whole place counts as a town. Should have gotten right, but whatever. What a touching letter. Is there nothing I can do for this youngster? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't see you there. How can I be of assistance? What was I doing just now, you ask? I was reading a letter I found inside a bottle that had washed up to the shore. In fact, the bottle contained 2 letters, one written by a sick and lonely child, and a reply written by a kindly gentleman. Hey, we helped with that! Reading their heartfelt interaction awoke something within me. I wished to do something for this child, something to cheer them up. But what? Oh yes, I know. A Therese seed will be the perfect gift. The Therese is a flower that grows in these parts. If you take good care of it, it blossoms with the most wonderful, iridescent petals. Anyone who sees a Therese in full bloom can't help but smile at its beauty. If our little friend here is strong enough to write a letter, they'll be more than able to grow the seed. When the flower blooms, I'm sure it'll liven their spirits. Unfortunately, I have to attend to my post here, so I can't very well leave the garrison to go looking for a Therese seed. I'm sorry to trouble you, but would you mind heading to the Cassia Moors to look for a Therese seed? Thereses normally grow near water. If you can find a pool or stream, you should see a few seeds nearby. It isn't much, but I'd like to put a smile on the youngster's face. No child deserves to live in unhappiness. Hey. Ooh! A side quest completed, and thanks to that, we spotted 2 more, grizzly serfs that we missed, and an item.
Time for a handy-dandy fairy flute.
Taking this?
Just some lucre. Cool. Whatever. Let us teleport to a yoink? Wait a second. Is that a side quest that we've completed? Yeah, Broth of a Boy. Yeah, why is it showing that? Feelings bottled up. Strange. Okay. Yeah, still can't deal with the Nemesis yet. They're a little too advanced for us. So let's hop over to the Meridian and wrap this episode up with a save.
Let's plan our next move.
Thank you everyone for watching. Please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description as always. And if I calculated correctly, this episode is going live on New Year's Day, so Happy New Year's Day. Yeah, that's that. See you next time. Bye now.